The second one we're talking about is, for example, where a man entices or encourages the wife of another to leave her matrimonial home and come live with him to his knowledge that she is married. After weeks of persuasion, she agrees or hatches a plan to leave her matrimonial home and live with him. Then on a fateful day, her husband moved about in search of his wife, and lo and behold, he came to the man's house, seeking if his wife was in his house. And then instead of the man to say the truth, he decided to say, "Oga, your wife is not here," or "Oga, I haven't seen your wife." Meanwhile, the man's wife is in his apartment, eating jollof rice and watching movies. So that act alone is what we call harboring. Harboring. The enticement is where the person persuades the wife through gifts, through promises of making her life better or giving her things that her husband could not afford to give her. Another thing to note is that harboring does not require a positive act of enticement, inducement, or persuasion. The mere giving of shelter to the wife of another man is sufficient to constitute harboring. So another thing about this harboring is not also where she lives in your own house. It doesn't necessarily need to be in your own house. Even where it is a rented apartment, maybe you've rented a house somewhere for her to stay as a way of hiding her from her husband or any other person that has an entitlement to her. It is also called harboring. And it will not amount to harboring where that shelter or house that is being provided for the wife is for the purpose of protecting her from ill treatment, maybe in the sense where the husband is assaulting her on a daily basis or is ill-treating her in a way that poses threats to her life or in a way that poses threats to her mental health. Providing a shelter for her to stay in order to protect her will not amount as harboring. So in conclusion, it is actually good to use sweet words. It's not really a crime, but it will be when you use it on the wrong person. Using it on the right person is okay, but where those sweet words are used to entice the spouse of another in circumstances covered by law, then it may have legal consequences. So beware.